Testing, testing, testing. Good morning and happy, what is it, Tuesday? Hold on. Let me get my ish together, child. Let me turn this down. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, another morning last minute stream. I'm late. I'm supposed to be on here about like 6:15. Alas, obviously that did not work. So I got about a little bit over an hour, about an hour and a half in order to go back over this mess yet again. Like, Messy, why are we doing this again? Oh, let me go ahead and tell you, child, because I didn't get an opportunity to put a title on the thumbnail because, child, ChatGPT is acting crazy today. But anyway, because on the title it needs to be, or on the thumbnail it needs to be captioned, where's the backlash? Where is the backlash from the feminists and the sisterhood, since there is a man, which they all hate, right, out here disparaging and talking about black women, child? What happened? Where they at? Why are they not out here in the streets? Not necessarily the streets, but you know what I'm saying, carrying on and telling everybody how dare they talk about black women. This how these black men do. They ain't ish. You can't be talking about us a star. Where's all that at, Bueller? How come they ain't out here? You know, maybe they down there busy in Frisco. Shout out to Frisco, Texas. I don't know. I just feel like there's a bit of hypocrisy going on as per usual. But there's a lot of support. I'm confused. Is it that important for whorish behavior? So whoring comes before everything. Even whoring comes before the feminism. So y'all not even carrying on. So as long as the men, like I've always said, are doing what these biatches want them to do, then everything is everything. And here we are yet again. Now, like I said last night, shout out to y'all if you were there last night on Ask a Brother. Shout out to Jeff. Thank you so much for having me on. But allegedly, according to your thought process, and I'm talking to the stars, okay? Men ain't shit. They ain't no good. You want the bear, can't stand them. Everything is their fault. Now you got Uncle Luke and Trick Daddy out here disparaging black women, the elders. You know, when y'all come up on this internet talking about, we blame everyone because no one ever told us. We blame everybody because no one ever told us. Our lives suck because nobody ever told us. I can't get anything done because no one ever told us. I'm a failure because nobody ever told us. Generation X is the problem because they never told us. No one ever told us anything. Oh my God. My life sucks and I don't have shit. Oh my God. All of a sudden everything is men suck. Oh, but let me not forget my parents suck. So everybody sucks but you. Everybody sucks but you. Your sucky ass life is everybody else's fault except for your sucky ass. Oh my God, how dare you? You talking about men, you're black male identified. You black male identified. Oh, I'm the problem. You got married. You black male identified. You black male identified. Oh, I'm the problem. All you do is talk about black people. You're a white supremacist talking points. Oh, I'm the problem. Because I'm just making this shit up. Child, this is why I said in the beginning, child, there's no point, in my opinion, to even carry on and get mad. The 80s is over. The 80s is over. Right? We already went through that. We had the funeral. Shout out to CGA. I'm sorry, the 90s. My bad. The 90s are over. So y'all want to do stuff the way that you want to do it. And you swear you got all the answers. You don't want to listen to anybody because you swear you know all the answers. Unless we not act like those of us when we were younger. Shout out to Gen Z in the chat. I see you, boo. Not talking to her. But for older persons, higher end millennials and Generation X and above, we rebelled. Let's not act like we did not. We listened to stuff we weren't supposed to. We're not acting like we did not. But what we didn't do was bring shame to the family name. And that's the difference. But then again, everybody's doing things that's so shameful. There's nowhere and no opportunity for correction. And then for people who actually, not say actually work, for people who do regular work, people who just go to work, whether it's a 9 to 5, whether it's a blue collar worker, the military, shout out to the veterans, or anything like that, instead of being whores, then you got to disparage that. You working for the white man's military? Oh, okay. So now it's their fault. You don't make $5 million a month? Oh, okay. So now there's all this requirement for you, a whore, on what you need to have because your life sucks yet again. You know, it just amazes me as I'm continuing to listen to this because, like I said last night, I can't even believe that this is still an ongoing thing, right? And then I get up this morning, I'm listening to PBL, and I was like, child, let me go ahead and do a live stream because it just continues and continues. And as I listen, I still say, fuck them. Let's not get it twisted. I still say, fuck them. Whatever happens based off of what you do and what you choose to do and how you choose to live your life, that's a you problem. We don't give a damn. Let me rephrase. I don't give a damn. Don't ask me for no money. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't think you're getting any empathy or sympathy. Oh, we're going to talk about you. Let's not get it twisted. We're going to talk about you. But there will be no empathy. There will be no sympathy. And there will be a lot of judging. Because that's what we do over here. Because what you're doing is not working, but you swear that it is. So even though you say it's working, when you come out here and you show that you're just a complete and utter failure and a whore, then that's when we know it's not working. You're lying to yourself because it doesn't affect us. It affects you. It doesn't affect us. It affects you. So you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. But keep on, child, because we'll take it all day long. Shout out to those that are here. I see you. I appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Let's get into it because I ain't got all day. That's right. We listen and we judge around here. We be leering as well. So I just found this man. I don't know who this is while I was perusing this morning. And then we get to PBL. DB Stories on IG. So it says, his caption says, our culture has always been about resilience, excellence, sacrifice, and overcoming impossible odds. We shouldn't confuse that legacy with celebrating scamming, debt, or financial destruction. Well, financial self-destruction. Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Yo, they tried to tell y'all that umpteenth years ago. Who was that? Who was that? I forget, but I know KRS-One was in there, Miss Melody was in there, all the rappers was in there. When I think it was Crimson last night talked about how positive rap was taken away, it absolutely was, because that's one of those songs that came straight to my head. Somebody let me know where the positive rap is. Just give me the artist and the name of the song, okay? Because I'll be glad to look into it and give these whores credit, okay? That includes the dudes too. That includes the dudes too. Okay. So if there's some positive rap somewhere, please let me know the name, because clearly I'm not going to know all of today's artists because the music sucks and I listen to stuff from the past. And I'll be glad to give them their credit if there is any, right? But thus far with the popular shit that I have seen and heard over the last few years, I ain't seen and heard none. However, these are the people, you know how people say by design, these are the people that allow Cardi B with her yellow and orange hair to try to give political advice to people, a person that cannot enunciate for shit. The amount of low vibrational, low standards is amazing, because Young Miami, the reason why I don't particularly care for her is not even because of the music, because the music is music, is because she's illiterate. She sounds illiterate. I guess this is how people think that people are supposed to sound. Child, let me let this mess play. So Spin That echoes throughout the BET Awards as Young Miami receives an ovation. Of course.
I watched the portion of the BET Awards where they paid tribute to Lauryn Hill. I've always been a fan of Lauryn Hill ever since the Fugees. She's a great talent. I loved
Listen, she a great musician, but child, if she ain't the epitome of CPT time, then nobody is.
What she did at Roberta Flack's funeral, and I have friends that actually taught her at a high school in New Jersey, which was a rival high school to mine. So I follow Lauryn Hill. I watched the portion of the BET Awards where they paid tribute to Lauryn Hill.
Oh.
I've always been a fan of Lauryn Hill ever since the Fugees. She's a great talent. I loved what she did at Roberta Flack's funeral. And I have friends that actually taught her at a high school in New Jersey, which was a rival high school to mine. So I follow Lauryn Hill. What I did not see was the celebration of Spend That, the song that the whole audience actually sang like it was the national anthem. And then discuss.
I promise you, one, they don't know the national anthem, and they definitely don't know the Black national anthem. I promise you they don't.
Discovered that the song, one of the catchy lines of the song is, "Where all my scamming niggas at?" Scamming.
Scamming ass niggas.
It's become so popular
scamming ass
that
niggas.
a young lady actually stole some high-end bags, and her mother went on Instagram to celebrate and sell the bags. What I did not see was, when I step back and look, I try my best to be open to change. I love to stretch the limits of culture. I love young people, and I love the genius of hip hop. I've given speeches about the brilliance of the rap community, the hip hop nation that was able to sell CDs out of their car when record stores wouldn't sell their music.
Do you all remember that? They used to come to good morning, y'all. Shout out to RLV. You remember when they used to come to the barber shops? Not that I was ever at a barber shop. I'm thinking back from movies, but I do know that, like, when my husband used to go to the barber shop, he would go and come back with a CD, a VHS tape, music CDs, all that type of stuff. So people used to come through there, and that's where you would buy stuff. That's where people bought the R. Kelly video. I'm not saying that as a positive thing, because it's not. The R. Kelly video when he was peeing, I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's where you found it and could buy it, and you could see all the plaques on the wall and all that. For those that know, if you know, you know. But they definitely did open up the back of the trunk and come through and say, "Can you buy my CD?" People was hustling back then, hustling hard. I understand where he's coming from. I remember all that.
Radio stations would not play their music.
Nope.
When MTV
would not play it. It was a big to-do when Michael Jackson was the first person to be on. I'm pretty sure it was Michael Jackson to be on MTV.
Stations would not air their videos. They made it happen themselves, independently, and I admire that. But what I don't admire is the vulgarity, for the ignorance, for the profanity.
Vulgarity, ignorance, profanity. Those are some words, child.
To masquerade as Black culture.
Oh, no, that is the culture, sir. Sir, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. That is the culture. And it's time to let it go. The 90s are over. The early 2000s is over. And this is where these young people want to leave their, this is what they want to be a representative of them. And this is where they want to leave their legacy. I'm for it. I'm all for it. Do it. Ham it up. Make more. Do more. Keep having teen takeovers. Keep stealing. Keep saying that if you touch me, I can delete you. Keep going to jail. Keep blaming the oppressor. Keep saying that it's slavery. Keep saying that it's white supremacy. Excuse after excuse after. So those aren't enough anymore. Okay. So then, instead of that, it's Generation X's fault. I don't talk to my mom and dad. You set me up. It's excuse after excuse after excuse. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll be back on tonight for sure. But it's excuse after excuse after excuse. So no accountability, no responsibility. It's everybody else's fault. Main character syndrome. And they don't care about the ignorance. And then they want everyone to come rally behind them when it gets to a point of fucked up to the worst power. And then me, I can only speak for me, like I said to y'all last night, That notice came out that said, oh, it's time to give for back to school. And I won't delete, and I will not delete until these MFers start giving back. I'm not trying to hear it. Don't y'all see that the people that always want something never give anything? It's always take. Y'all already know it's free. Yeah, no. Low vibrational, no work, everybody else's fault. They only want to take the highs. They never want to accept the lows. Nope, that's not how life works.
When I step back and look, Black culture is what gathered in 1866 to create Juneteenth, when families reunited after the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah, and they kind of wanted to carry on with that, and it was so wonderful. It's well wonderful. Half of these MFers didn't know about no damn Juneteenth prior to 4 years ago? Not a effing clue.
Was signed. The culture was Booker T. Washington going to school and then walking all the way from Virginia to Alabama to start a college. The culture is young people coming together in the early 1900s when we were fighting in World War I for a country that would not even allow us to be buried in white cemeteries. Black culture, and during that same time of our history, young men and young women came together to form racial uplift organizations called Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Shout out to the D9ers.
At Howard University. These young Black teenagers were forming the Divine Nine at a time when America was treating Black people still as if we were second-class humans at best. And during that same time of our history, young men and young women came together so the idea that our culture is now characterized and represented by ignorance and profanity, and we're going to celebrate illegitimate business.
Yes.
We're going to celebrate and praise people who make scamming something that's legitimate.
Yes.
And it's not the artist. It's not the artist only.
Okay, sir. Don't say it's not the artist. It's the artist enough, but go ahead, sir.
It's the record company that's willing to promote that garbage and make money. And then it's the audience at the BET Awards that sings along as if they're singing Lift Every Voice and Sing.
They don't know that song, sir. They do not know that song.
Our culture is a great contributor to either our success or failure.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. They're not trying to hear you.
And unfortunately, the celebration of spend that stuff, I'm not going to repeat the words. The celebration of that mentality is not going to help us rise. It's going to help us fall. So the idea.
Well, shout out to you. Thank you, sir. Child, at least you tried. I give up because I don't give a damn. All right. So let me go to PBL's video from, I saw it this morning, about Trick Daddy. Of course, we've gone over Trick Daddy, but since I listened to her this morning, I was like, wait a damn minute. So you gonna let this frog-looking fat neck, barely any neck there, pie face, unhealthy, punk ass black talk shit to India Arie, and I'm not even a necessarily a fan of India Arie, but I don't not like her. It's just not somebody that comes up on my mind when I want to listen to some old school music, right? So y'all just gonna disparage her. Y'all gonna disparage Monique, and I'm not necessarily a fan of her, right? Okay, but she ain't out here with regard to trying to degrade the culture. I'll put it like that. Her and DL Hughley, child, that's something different. Her and her thing with Oprah, that's something different, right? Felicia Rashad, and anybody that's allegedly someone that's of non-ignorance, of non-nasty whore culture, and you poo-poo them and you send them to the gulag, as Trin would say, and it be mainly the sisterhood. Now, sisterhood, hating hoes, I know you listening. Why are y'all not supporting women? I thought y'all supported women. I thought it was all about women. Now, for me, I understand you don't like me, child, because I'm black male identified. Let me rephrase, I'm all male identified because, child, I can't stand you hoes. But You're supposed to be for the empowerment of women. You're supposed to be all about women, uplifting women. Women are equal to men. Women can do everything that men can do. It's all about us. We the best, we the best, we the best. We doing that damn thing. Wait a damn minute. No man is no good. Crusted ashy ass bums. Good morning, sassy straights. But now you got these niggas out here talking shit about women, black women at that. Because as a black woman, I cannot believe as a black woman, how could you do this to us as a black woman, as a black woman, as a black woman, as a black woman, y'all know that's what they always say, right? Somehow, some way, there's no backlash against Trick Daddy and what he's saying about India Arie and the other girl, I can't remember her name, Nikki something. So you can allow Trick Daddy, clearly a man, clearly a male, clearly one who disparages women. I'm gonna just lightly say that from his music from before, and you're okay with it. You don't seem to give a damn. Where they do that at? I'm confused. So y'all just chickening out on your own message? Well, what one is it? Child, which one is it? Are you for women or not? Do you support women or not? Do you care about black women or not? Oh, it just depends, as I already know. Whatever can cause the most chaotic scene is really what it is, like I've said plenty of times. People don't care about black women. They do not care about, there is no sisterhood, okay? It's just a bunch of bitches bitching. It ain't never gonna change. It's what it is. It's what it is. These people don't care about nobody. They care about themselves. They care about causing chaos. They care about being able to disparage you sassy straights. That's it. Unless, of course, it's Trick Daddy.
Got the hottest record in the world, not just the country, the hottest record in the world. They sing it in China, in Russia, Ethiopia.
Ain't nobody singing this song in fucking Russia. Just out here saying shit. And people in Ethiopia probably ain't listening to the shit either.
Finest little dick in the game right now. You bad body old, there's not one to be given how you feel about this young girl and her song. Y'all get on this internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. But I know you old bad breath smelling ass. I know you mad. I know you mad.
Not bad breath smelling asses. Beats for days. Thank you for the thumbs up, boo.
You jealous.
Hey, Trick, Miami is not gonna let you crack, dog. Miami is not gonna let you beat. Hey, what did India Arie say that warranted that type of response from Trick Daddy? Like, you going super hard. Like, come on, bro. Hey, the song is not that hard for you to be throwing your cape on like that, man. I want to continue to perpetuate the foolishness so bad.
Oh, would Trick Daddy be considered a SIMP in this case, y'all? Let me know.
Hey, man, it's sad. You can't critique anyone. You can't hold anyone accountable.
No, you can't.
You just got to continue to allow the community to self-destruct. Okay, I get it.
Right. Continue to let, oh, that's a good looking picture though, girl. Continue to let the community self-destruct and then come around talking about, I'm the problem? Child, for all you hate hoes that's going to come through and say, I'm the problem and I'm the white supremacist. So I am the problem, but Young Miami and her song and the culture is better off listening to her. Okay, just want to make sure we got it clear. But we already know that that part will never change because you're always going to hate on a black woman that don't follow your dumbass. Where is Tadisha? Because I need to know where in the code that the sometimes list, depending on what they saying, lies. Where's that page? Because now all of a sudden, Trick Daddy, who's DB says love the kids, allegedly. So now he can disparage black women and no one say anything.
Trick Daddy doing all this simping for Young Miami. Like, stop the madness. She is not about to let you use her as a toilet. Now, for sure, she is a toilet. But Trick, you don't have enough money for her to let you do that. We're talking about a high-priced streetwalker, a Miami City alley cat that said y'all had to be worth at least $100 million to deal with her. That's how Diddy can get her to cooperate and write ChatGPT letters to the judge. But no, she's not.
Hold on. Look at this. Look at this.
Dollars to deal with her. That's how Diddy can get her to cooperate and
look at this. So when she did this interview with him and I watched it, I was like, what? When she would talk, what? She would say, girl, what? What? Thank God you look good, girl, because child, the enunciation is wild. And this is what she was in love with this man if she still isn't. No shade. You love who you love, right? Out here letting people know that she likes people to pee on her. and she'll do whatever whenever, just because her tape hasn't dropped like Daphne Joy did. So now y'all want to act like she's all that, knowing all that, but these heifers got smoke for Daphne Joy, who's a whore, but so is this lady on the screen. I guess it just depends on whether you black and you're a whore and whether you're non-black and you're a whore. Like, I'm just trying to understand. Not really, but I'm just saying for conversation's sake. And I want to point out the hypocrisy of Black women. If it don't apply, let it fly. If you're one of those, help me understand. If all you're going to do is throw insults, I don't want to hear it. But why are y'all not out here in droves, especially the way that you're carrying on down in Frisco, Texas? Because that's a male. That's a Black male that y'all out here wilding for, right? No, I'm not saying anything against the Carmelo Anthony case. I ain't talking about that no more, okay? But the point is that if y'all hate men, y'all don't like men, y'all got issues with men ain't this, they ain't that, they don't contribute, they're dangerous. Y'all certainly are fighting for that one down there. Y'all certainly are fighting hard for that one down there. And let's not get it twisted. It is led by Black women, liberals, progressives, and Democrats for that particular reason. But for some reason, no one seems to see the point of, well, wait a minute. I thought it was men ain't shit. They ain't shit, especially Black men. You sassy straight, your Black version. Y'all ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. You ain't never been shit. Oh, I guess it's okay, depending on the situation. Is that what it is? Because are y'all now gonna come out here and say, not all Black men? Oh, but if I'm married to one, that's a problem. Child. Shout out to Diddy, a Black man. I guess Trump not gonna let him out early.
Write chat GPT letters to the judge. But no, she's not letting you do none of that, okay? That's Miami rapper Trick Daddy, popping out on social media with his tidy whities outside his pants, the Superman cape on, defending Young Miami. I almost said windmilling, but you know Trick Daddy out of shape. He won't last 30 seconds out here tussling with nobody. But yeah, he's defending the toilet against NDRE's criticism of her song, and let's just say he got real disrespectful to India, who wasn't even disrespectful to Young.
Child, who is the girl in the middle? I ain't even Miami. I don't even think that's Sexy Red. So cape for the pink hair and the yellow haired people. But not the neo soul lady on the left hand side. Because she's older. Shout out to RLV last night for, I guess somebody must be giving her a hard time because of her age. Child, y'all really just be out here thinking that we give a fuck. The goal is to get old. Y'all don't even know what your real faces look like with all that shit caked on your face and yellow hair and pink hair that nobody can even recognize you in a lineup if you take the shit off. But for people that are older, you got smoke, right? Then you'll turn around and say, well, nobody told us. Somebody older tried to tell you, you don't listen. You can't have it both ways. I mean, in your mind, you can have it both ways. This is why you don't get any support. This is why there's no community, because you have no respect for community, for your elders, and you most certainly don't have any respect for yourself.
Miami. And this is how Trick Daddy responded.
First of all, I'm gonna say shout out to my little homegirl, Young Miami. Got the hottest record on radio, streets, video, all social media platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that, YouTube. The finest in the game right now, and everybody is jamming this record except a few old centrals. Let me tell you old something. That's why I'm you old right now. That's why I would not my one you old, because you is too much. So
Trick Daddy, you think that, and I'm gonna toss myself in, that we want your dick in our holes? Let's be honest, sir. Let's be honest, sir. Sir, look at yourself in the mirror. Because listen, Sassy Straights, I know you think that as you all get older that every woman wants y'all, okay? I will allow y'all that, right? But in reality, we don't, and you don't, okay? Y'all don't. Y'all, enough niggas, yes, I'm talking to the blicks, are looking like Trick Daddy. You can get mad, get sad. If it ain't you, then let it be. But enough of them be looking just like this nigga, okay? And it's like, sir, I don't care how much money you have, sir, you're looking like the bottom of a trash can, sir, okay? And like PBL is gonna say, Young Miami don't want you. I don't think you in the $100 million club that she requires, because she thinks there's an endless amount of Diddy's in the world. And I'm telling you, if Diddy gets out, or let me rephrase, when Diddy gets out, she's going to be right there, bells ringing, waiting for the P to come. I promise you, she gonna be waiting.
And too plain, outdated. The game done passed you by. Do you think Young Miami give a fuck about you don't like her? You take our time to go on social media, the down talking girl. We've been talking negativity in every music, every song since before I even started doing music. And I've been doing it for 30 years.
We've been talking negative all the time. So, sir, from the previous video, this is the coach. And it's easy for the coach to take the low-level stuff because that requires nothing. And that's why Trick Daddy can sit here and say, we've been doing this forever. Yeah, I've already proven we've been doing this forever. So technically, it's not even about Young Miami. But since you want to bring it there, because it's always someone that just thinks that older people are jealous of younger people. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't women who have issue with younger women and things of that nature. But in this case, that ain't got shit to do with it. They ain't got shit to do with it. That's just an excuse. And like y'all are saying, like PBL is saying, so he can SIMP for Miami and he can get his fat ass face and no neck self on out here. Like this nigga look worse than Roland. And you know, it take a lot for me to say that, right? Because you know, I can't stand that nigga. This nigga look worse than Roland.
Every year,
the no neck crew.
Decade, every generation, there have always been people pushing back. To act like criticism of vulgar music was suddenly invented in 2026 because of Young Miami is ridiculous. In every era, there was some type of artist that produced explicit vulgar music. And guess what you also always had? You had people speaking out against it too. And no, that's never going to change. There will always be somebody alive to critique it. Always.
How about you, Zay? You say something about me. Leave that little young lady alone.
Correction. Number one, she's not
leave that little young lady alone.
Young. And two, she's not a lady. A lady is not a toilet. And
Thank you, PBL. I'm gonna need y'all to start looking words up. I'm gonna need y'all, not y'all, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna need y'all to start looking words up. Because y'all clearly don't know what words mean. Not that we think, I mean, what are you gonna get from Trick Daddy? That's just my baby dad. That's just my baby dad. Lady, Young Miami, lady. Felicia Rashad is a lady. Y'all don't give a damn about that. Diane Carroll is a lady. If she was here to say something, y'all would disparage her as well. Y'all don't know what ladies are. You think Young Miami is a lady? She female. She is not a lady. Maggie, the substitute teacher. Shout out to my girl. Lady. Smell the roses in the building. Lady. Mona D, lady. This heifer, Young Miami, no, not even. She's a whore, selling herself for the highest bidder. So listen, if you come up with 100 mil Trick, she might be able to do you. I'm thinking no, but maybe.
Toilet will never be a lady. And I'm gonna need y'all to stop calling 30-year-old women young girls. Every time y'all want to feel sorry or excuse one of these fools, their bad behavior, you keep throwing up the young excuse. Nah, that's only gonna work on teenagers. That will not work on women that's 31, 32, 33 years old. You keep trying to make it seem like this is an underage, naive person. No, this is a grown adult in her 30s raising two human beings that call her their mama. She is not a little girl.
Because if you see how pretty she is, you don't look like her. So you're giving me hate a little bit.
Here we go again. Because India Ari doesn't look like Young Miami, he's assuming she has no right to criticize her music. And
hating hoes, black women. Your dude over here is disparaging an elder, a natural elder at that. Where y'all at? A person who is not disparaging anyone in the community, who tries to not only uplift the community, from what I understand, because again, I don't listen to the music, is uplift black women. Where y'all at? How come y'all not cutting for her as much as you cutting for Frisco, Texas, Bueller? So she don't matter? Wait, that goes against what y'all say. Men ain't ish, you don't need them for nothing. Give me her black women. Y'all don't even know when to cut for black women. Where y'all at? Y'all are actually supporting this nigga? Because the silence is deafening. Because when y'all want to say something, you certainly are loud. Remember, 92%, you supposed to shut the fuck up. And you ain't shut the fuck up since you said you were supposed to shut the fuck up. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Go ahead, man.
Her criticism must come from jealousy. Instead of engaging in what she was actually saying, he's dismissing her perspective by making it about appearance. Critiquing someone's music or the message it promotes doesn't mean you're envious of how they look. It's a way of avoiding the actual discussion by attacking a person instead of addressing the argument. And this right here is a concept that the ESC kids turned so-called adults can't seem to grasp even at their older age. Listen, people can disagree with the content of her music on its own without their motives being reduced to insecurity or jealousy. Like, jealous of what? getting crapped on? I'm telling you, the mindset of these people just very, very low.
You see how fast she is. You ain't shaped like her. You don't shape like me. If you shape like
This nigga gonna talk about somebody not being shaped like somebody. Not only do he look like the bottom of the trash can, he is in the shape of a trash can. The nerve and the audacity. Trick, you don't look like you did way back when, and you wasn't the most fine looking thing then, okay? But at least you was 3 people lighter. You were at least 3 people lighter. Now you ain't got no neck. Now your face look like it's been in a fight with Rocky. Shout out to Sylvester Stallone. I believe his birthday is today, 80 years old. But you won't be out here talking some shit. And then at the end of the day, is this LTM? Why are you getting in this shit with women? Why are you getting in this shit with women? That other dude was right, child. If you ain't 100 million, Miami ain't thinking about you, child. She gonna accept the support, of course, but she not gonna let you beat, as they say.
me, you do not have no motherfucking ground. You don't have a dog in the fight. You be getting on the social media, down talking to this young lady who's doing something positive and successful.
It's absolutely.
So Miami is now doing something positive. So according to somebody named Trick Daddy, Miami is doing something positive. And I'm not even going after young Miami, right? She is who she is. For those that all of a sudden don't know what she is wild to me. Because they certainly wasn't all in her corner. The stars certainly weren't all up in her corner when Diddy got taken down. Now were they? Not at all. But now India Ivory and Nikki G, I forget her name, you ain't got nothing to say to support them, to come to their rescue, to cut for them. So in essence, you're supporting Trick Daddy, a man, a male, which goes completely against your message. Feminism and you feminists are fucking bullshit, okay? You are full of shit.
Thanks for the tip.
That's just some shit so that you could be a pain in the ass to men. That's it. Shout out to BT in the building. Thank you, honey. He said, good morning, Michonne, to the chat. Good morning to you, hun. Thank you for your support. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. And if you hating hoes is listening, speak up. Speak up with something to actually say, not just to disparage.
Absolutely nothing positive about posting a song all over radio, all over media, promoting Black people as scammers and shoplifters, especially after that situation that just went down with the young guy and the child man, that whole case. This is not the time to be further promoting the stereotype that if you see a Black person in a store, they must be stealing, because it's somehow culturally accepted, evidently by the mass acceptance of this shoplifting song. Y'all gotta stop this mess. It's very dangerous. It's not cool at all.
Well, I don't disagree, but it's no more dangerous than saying if somebody touches you, you can take them on up out of here because this is the culture. Shit don't make no sense. Low vibrational, no standards, no accountability. It's whatever, whenever. And then as soon as one of these people do something dumb, then all of a sudden everybody's supposed to get on board. Oh, so you don't want to listen to me before something is wrong. As soon as something is wrong, you want my support. You can have my ass to kiss.
You got to raise your own kids. If you let music raise your kids, that's you bad, bruh. Always talking about, man, that the girl did her motherfucking money. All the negative records in the world that came out and people have made plenty motherfucking money off of. Y'all want to talk down on the young lady because she got a hit record, a hot record?
So it's all about her having a hot record and a hit record and money, as per usual. Money, 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 money. It's all about money. As long as it's about the money, just like the whores, as long as it's about the money. You actually out here trying to act like you got a business because you're a whore. Now that's a business. This is the culture. These are the same people defending Sexy Red and Glorilla, going to the AB clinic and all that other mess. But you disparaging Trick Daddy, disparaging India Ari, who has never done that, who has never done anything downward to the culture, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the sisterhood is silent. Yeah, I'm always coming from you bitches because you're a bunch of hypocrites. You don't believe in anything except for being difficult.
Listen to what they worship. Money. For the love of money is the root of all evil. That's what transitioned this woman into a certified toilet, a certified alley cat, all for money. And as long as somebody's giving money to these low vibrational people, it doesn't matter what they're doing or how they're getting it or whose soul got sold. Yeah, or who had to be sacrificed. None of that matters to them. Just let them get their money. Listen to this mess.
You think that's gonna stop? You don't see she climbing the charts every day.
And because she's climbing up a chart, nobody not supposed to say nothing? Get out of here, man.
She said it like he said it. Come up a chat. Shout out to that country ass. I'm country too, so I can't really say anything, but I'm gonna say it. Coming up that chat. Search charts. CHART.
Y'all leave Young Miami alone. And spin it. Again, shout out to Young Miami. Got the hottest record in the world, not just the country. The hottest record in the world. They singing it in China, in Russia, Ethiopia. Got
Yeah, anybody can confirm that they playing it in Russia, because I need to talk to Vladimir, okay? Because I just got a feeling that Vladdy is not allowing that.
I don't care where they're singing it and how many people singing it. They can sing it all the way down to hell. This right here is that follower mentality. That's how y'all...
They can sing it all the way down to hell. I love it. I might have to clip that. Sing it all the way down to hell, child.
Get lured by the Pied Piper.
shout out to Young Miami, one of the baddest, the finest little in the game right now. You bet.
So it's all about looks. So continue with the superficiality and hating hoes. Don't wonder why you can't really be in relationships, because you stand on nothing, you fall for anything, and you listen to people like this, even though you're not supposed to listen to them by your own standard, because men ain't shit, ain't about to be shit, ain't gonna do shit, and ain't shit. Shout out to your sassy streets.
Everybody old, just not one to be given how you feel about this young girl and her son. All the negative music that come out, you want to base on, you want to simply try to target a young black female that's doing something positive, that's in her bag.
A young black female that's doing something positive. A young black female that's doing something positive. Miami. A professed whore. A known whore. A song about scamming and stealing. And other things that I didn't even know. See, that's how much I don't know, because I'm old, child. But she's positive. But when Anton said that the culture was trash, everybody said, oh my God, he racist. Oh my God, he racist. Well, what the fuck do you think this is? All that backlash for what Anton said. All that backlash. Now you got tricked. Everybody, not everybody, but enough of you bitches and LTMs had all this smoke for Anton saying that the culture is trash. So now you're hearing this and you ain't got shit to say? I think some apologies are in order, but we already know the culture don't do that either.
Right now, you talked about a band when she put out certain singles. You talked about her over bad over and over again, with situation with who she was dealing with. Everything y'all get on this internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. But I know you old bad breath smelling. I know you mad. I know you mad and you jealous. You look at that young fine girl on that stage, rocking these clubs each and every night, these appearances, these hosts.
It's always because you old and she's young. It's always you just jealous because you old. You so jealous because I look better than you, and I got get money, and I got money, and she got money, and you ain't got no money. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? All right, y'all. Whatever y'all say. Anything to hold up whores in a culture that supports and uplifts whores, and you think I'm jealous of that? Okay.
She dropping her hottest single out there. Young Miami, you got not let these old ragged deter nothing you try to do. That's why I don't you old. That's why we're not when you old to the game to pass you by. You still stuck in the 50s and the 60s. I don't want no old, gray hairs on them. Let me explain something to you. You want to be celibate. I'm celibate.
And listen at him. He's coughing like this in the middle of the summer. So unhealthy, so inflamed, he can't even get it out. Very inflamed. He should be driving to the doctor and taking care of his health instead of out here about to catch a stroke over EDRE's criticism of Young Miami's music. Like, seriously, you're worried about the wrong thing, sir. Take care of yourself. All you see is inflammation, mucus, and grease-clogged arteries. This
is a bad pause. Shout out to PBO. This is a bad pause, child. When the last time you think this nigga been to the doctor? When is the last time you think that any woman has cared for this nigga here? When was the last time that you think somebody was on top of him looking at him saying, yeah, daddy, yeah, and really meant it? Okay. Maybe some low vibrational person that he's thinking about right now, like somebody that really needs, you know what, I do need to get it. Let me get it. Let me get this screenshot. Somebody that's so desperate, a whore, okay, a regular one, not Miami, a regular whore. They ain't got shit. The ones that sing, that's just my baby dad. That's just my baby dad. Those type of people. That's who might get on top of you and try to act like they like it, but they probably don't either. I can barely look at you from here, child. I can't even imagine. Desperate. These are some desperate times, though, y'all. These are some desperate times. So someone may very well be climbing on top of Trick Daddy for a couple bucks.
Go get your heart checked out. Make sure them PSA levels right. Go get that blood work done. I'm sorry, he can't even make it through the conversation without all this hacking. Like, ew.
I got my LLC and my credit score 800. Stick your 800 credit score up here, and your LLC ain't making no mother money. If you don't have a customer.
So now it's bad to have an LLC and an 800 credit score. So now it's bad to have an LLC and an 800 credit score. Okay.
A product to sell, all you bull. Get you some money, however you do. Stop getting on here talking bad about your fellow black woman that's making money. Music.
Don't get on here talking about your fellow black woman making money, but I can come on here and talk about my fellow black woman who allegedly is not making money because she's not a whore, because she doesn't have a hot single out right now. Interesting. But you can talk about them. And again, sisters, sister, you be on my mind. Where you at? Where are you at? So this is acceptable? Y'all accepting this from this nigga? This man allegedly talking bad about black women because the culture is trash. But when Anton said it, y'all all mad and in your feelings about it. But exhibit 5,000,001 right here. Taking the word of, or taking the soliloquy from Trick Daddy, talking down about India Ari and the other girl, the other lady. Big up in freaking Koresha and her spin that, however it go, child. Big up in Sexy Red with her bullshit. Big up in Glorilla and her bullshit. Big up in Sukiana and her bullshit. And probably others that I don't know. Y'all love it. This is what we should want to be seen. This is what the ancestors died for. Remember, y'all always want to bring up the ancestors. So do you think that if Malcolm X came out here now, he would say, I'm proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. If Harriet Tubman came back to life right now, came out, you think she's gonna say, I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all, everything I did, thank y'all. Y'all are carrying on. Y'all carrying on the torch very well for all our hard work. Martin Luther King came out here. Do y'all really think they're gonna be like, yeah, y'all doing great. I love it. Y'all doing a great job. Okay. No, one true. You know they always want to bring up the ancestors. The ancestors fought for your right to vote. And then y'all put a yellow hair, pink hair, another one that cannot enunciate and speaks like she's Rhett. Another person that's not even black. I know y'all gonna say she Afro-Hispanic child. Miss me with that bullshit. She is not black. But y'all allow her to come through here because of some funky ass WAP song and whatever the hell else that she done said and rapped. And y'all want to uplift her with yellow hair and try to put her up for a daggone political person. But Stephen A. Smith got to go back and shut the fuck up. So Cardi B can talk, but Stephen A. Smith can't. So Cardi B can talk, but Stephen A. Smith can't. And that's not me cutting for Stephen A. Smith. That's me saying, you see how this works? You see how this goes? Y'all are full of shit. You're going to listen to yellow hair, pink hair, non-enunciating Cardi B WAP ass. But you're not going to, but you got all the smoke, sisters, for Stephen A. Smith, who said he's trying to learn. Yes, he's a flip-flopper, but the point is, at least we can understand what the fuck it is that he's saying. I will never listen to you pink hair, yellow hair, orange hair, blue hair, purple hair, dumb ass bitches. Because it's all about liberals, progressives, and Democrats. And y'all continue to fall in fucking line. That's all you do is fall in fucking line to the detriment of the fucking community. And then when Roland finally admits that Democrats don't do shit for black people, you don't want to hear that. You do not want to hear that out of the words out of his own fucking mouth. Y'all don't want to hear that. And then you're still going to go down the same path. And then when we get closer to damn election season, if you black men, if you Kevin Samuel wants to reap the sheep, black men don't get behind black women. And it's going to be y'all's fault, of course, when whoever loses. Child, sassies, the black ones, y'all already know it's going to be y'all's fault when whoever it is that they want loses. And they're going to blame you. They're not going to remember about this. They're not going to remember about Cardi B. They're not going to be remembering about Cam coming out with Meg Thee Stallion. Lest we not forget that bitch. They're going to be coming out with Meg Thee Stallion and saying that it's all y'all's fault. They're going to forget all that, though. They act like we're stupid and we're not, and we're just going to forget all this ignorance that they putting in front of our faces like we ignorant. I'm not ignorant, but they can go ahead and keep doing it. And for those that are ignorant, they'll go ahead and fall for it, still get nothing, still be complaining, and then still be saying it's Donald Trump's fault. Child, 50 years from now, they're still going to be saying, but it's Donald Trump's fault. Child, it was Donald Trump's fault before Donald Trump came into fucking politics, child.
For everybody. If you don't like it, just turn off your radio, close, and cancel your subscription to all your social media sites.
Now we need this nigga to tell us what to do with what it is that we listen to, because you know there's no critique in the culture. You cannot have critique for the culture. No accountability, no nothing.
Get off Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. As long as you on there, you're going to hear it right. These young don't want to leave their man. They want to be happy. These young women under day, these young women, they do not want to be old and miserable like you for the rest of their life. They want to smoke a hookah, get them a joint.
Imagine saying they don't want to be old like you. They want to smoke hookah and light up a Mary Jane. The culture.
Sorry, but none of this has to do with what NDRE said. None of it.
Take them a shot of Don Julio and Patron.
Make sure you get drunk. Don't forget the Don Julio and Patron. This is the culture.
Want to get flued out?
Trying to get flued out. This is the culture.
They want to get put that on. They get
what? Hold on. What the fuck did he say?
They want to get flued out. They want to get put that on. They get.
What did he say? They want to get the what? What the hell did he say? Probably something nasty. This is the culture. People that cannot enunciate.
Real good. You don't ignorant.
Now, Trick, as ignorant as you sound right now, I know you're not calling India ignorant. Like, really?
The ignorant person is calling someone else ignorant. But this is the culture. But y'all was mad when Anton said that the culture was trash. Is this positive here? I'm sorry, is this positive things that you would want to be associated with the culture? Of course y'all do. Low vibrational. This is where it's at. So when y'all out here talking about the ancestors, I really want y'all to let me know which ancestor is going to come back from the grave right now and say, congratulations, y'all doing a great job with the work that we started.
On behalf of Young Miami, kiss every in Miami. If you think we can about how you feel, then go spin that.
We? Are you her father?
And you better believe the only reason why he's defending Young Miami like this is because she's from Miami. So because they're both from Miami, he's trying
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, we
to have an alliance here. But that alliance should be more about building up real economics in Miami for black people instead of pumping up foolishness that's going to put more of them behind bars instead of promoting shoplifting. If you care so much about your city and you want to be the unauthorized mayor, the voice of Black Miami, why won't you develop a plan so the Cubans can stop pulling y'all out of Miami? Trick Daddy been living in Broward County for decades. We're not going to talk about the decline of the Miami black population. Got black people.
He wasn't helping down there in the MIA?
People running into Broward County, Palm Beach County, push you out to Central Florida, then North Florida, and now a bunch of y'all had to run to Atlanta. Like, stop. The effort should be really economic development, real growth, and not pushing these city girls to the polls or to the Diddy party. That's how you stand up for your people. That's how you stand up for your city. Not defending this mess. But yeah, Trick Daddy went on to say he don't want all the older women his age, so the aunties came out and had a word for him too. And sorry to break it to you, Trick, but the aunties said they don't want you either.
If you see how pretty she is, you don't look like her, so you're giving me hate.
And who exactly do you think you look like? Someone please dial 911. Trick Daddy is out here thinking he's still fine. Mayday, Mayday. Don't make my ATL come out.
No. Y'all, when was he ever fine? Let's be honest. I mean, he was all right, but he was never fine. He is no LL Cool J. Okay, let's stop this. But shout out to the stars that did come out. American man, I appreciate you, boo. He says, amazing how they don't see the problem. On code means stay ignorant to the black community. That's exactly what it means. I see Tadisha decided to come to work today. We didn't have some references. You done missed out, girl, but that's okay. Maybe you didn't get notification. I got it. Anyway, I'm just playing. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. And any of the hating hoes that's hating and listening, let us know. What are we missing? What are we missing? Where y'all at? Why are y'all not coming after Trick Daddy? Why? You don't like men, you can't stand men, you choosing the bear, but you allow this man to talk about and y'all ain't got shit to say? Y'all ain't got shit to say? This is amazing. It's a bit hypocritical. It's very hypocritical.
Nobody wants you. Young Miami doesn't want you. NDRE doesn't want you. I don't want you. And you can talk about all these younger women trying to shoot your shot. They don't want you.
For real.
So you can hush. And I'm certain I'm not the only one who agrees. Every time I look at you, my stomach begins to hurt. I can't look at you long. I don't think anybody can. So you are the last person to be talking about anybody looks, sir. Let's give it up for Trick Daddy.
Damn, nigga, are you pregnant? Damn, he might be 11 months pregnant like that lady from yesterday. What the fuck?
So Trick Daddy had the audacity to get on India Ari because she voiced her opinion about the lyrics of a song and how those lyrics of those songs help mold our community, especially when you have people that cannot think for themselves. But what Trick failed to realize is that half of that he and Trina was talking about just wasn't doing that type. You had Trina raggedy coming up there, and you know, Nan, spend the grams and I spend about 5 or 6 best friends. You know, Nan, girl, wasn't nobody doing that. And I'm sure when they started singing that song, just got out here for 5 or 6 best friends. So it's just appalling to me that he can have a problem with her stating that the music is classless. In her opinion, she's entitled to her opinion. Those are my words, classless, not hers. But music do tend to shake the mind and mold motherfuckers that can't properly think for themselves. But on another note, as far as spin that go, I'm with motherfucking Carisha. Where them motherfucking boosters at? Because the way the economy is right now, I could use me a motherfucking booster. I don't know about nobody else, and I ain't ashamed to say it. Get out of here. If you're a booster, DM me.
You see how fine she is. You ain't shaped like her. You don't shape like me. If you shape like me, you do not have no motherfucking ground. You don't have a dog in the fight. You be getting on the social media, down talking to this young lady who's doing something positive and successful.
Yeah, Trick Daddy came off super ignorant, disrespecting India Ari, who never disrespected Young Miami. She did not personally attack her. But you had people like Trick Daddy coming out defending all this nonsense, pushing the message that it doesn't matter what you do as long as you're getting money. And let me tell you, the decent people listening to this commentary, beware. You are witnessing the Pied Pipers, and they're sent here to take you, your children, your family, and destroy society.
Absolutely. We know. Shout out to PBL though. But we not done, child. We not done. Cause child, ooh, hold on. It's too big. Pause. She did one for Uncle Luke, another male, black male that I haven't heard the sister speak out about. Uncle Luke trashes Jill Scott. Wait, Jill Scott and India Ari to defend City Ho Young Miami spin that fallout. So how Jill Scott get up into this, y'all? I ain't hear that. All right, at least there's some new information.
The world of Jill Scott. And all music was Jill Scott and India Ari and Afrocentric. We would be bored as.
And see, here's the extreme.
We would be bored as hell. These are adults. These are old. These are senior citizens, okay? I am a senior citizen. These are senior citizens talking about we would be bored as hell. Child, if these niggas don't go to hell.
They will go from one extreme to another just to play dumb. For one, I don't know what Jill Scott had to do with this, but there's other music that people have fun to that's not about city girl and street walking or being a toilet. Like, what are you talking about? And this is what we get for allowing everybody to be called an artist. Only people with no talent, no creativity can say crap like this, acting like the only way you can make something fun and interesting is to take it all the way to the dumpster. These are not talented people anyway.
It's just lyrics. So when this girl...
Y'all, he a tether too? Who isn't a tether? Joe, where he from? Lord have mercy. Yo. Isn't he from Miami too? Doesn't he? Isn't he like based out of Miami too? Is this the reason why? I mean, not in addition to Young Miami being young and attractive. Is this what? All right, so he's from Miami too. Oh no.
Whoever
Loyalty to a city and not to a community. Got it.
the hell it is.
And he's got to stop acting like he don't know who India Ari is. Like Granddaddy Luke, I know you're a senior and all, but don't tell me you're losing your thoughts already. That's crazy.
Listen, I have no problem with these Afrocentric type people, but they're always jumping into the conversation of wanting art to be created like they are. If everybody lives in the world of Jill Scott and all music was Jill Scott and India Ari and Afrocentric, we would be bored as. I'm sorry.
Now it's a problem with the Afrocentric sisters. Where you at, sisters? Because I know y'all like the Afrocentric when you want to chill out with your Mary Jane and your incense, and you want to decenter men, and you want to go on your vacation, and you want to chill out. I know you, Jill Scott, your girl. I don't know if India Arie is your girl, but maybe she your girl. Where y'all at? Shout out to Anitra. Neo Soul. Y'all know you want your Neo Soul when you're trying to get over that nigga that wasn't shit. But y'all gonna sit up here and allow Luke and Trick Daddy to talk shit as ugly as they are? Woo!
I love the music. I appreciate the music. I appreciate their artistic values. But at the end of the day, why are you having a conversation about something that...
Oh yeah, I forgot. Old niggas gotta go. Grape T and Ramil and Ty City was saying that years ago. Old niggas gotta go.
It's considered as art. Does anybody get all upset when a man is standing up there and people are looking at the sculpture, the art sculpture, or this man with his gym out? Nobody has nothing to say about that. But then it's always us. It's always black on black crime. It's always black on black crime. You never hear them talk about...
Wait. So now we can say black on black... Child, any other time is there's no such thing as black on black crime. That's a white supremacist talking point. You don't know. Now this nigga come out here talking about black on black crime. Now we gotta reference white people. How do white people get into this? They tired too. Shout out to the white people that are here. Just chill, just listen for a second. Now we gotta bring white people in. So are y'all gonna call Luke? Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. So y'all gonna call Luke a white supremacist talking points? Because he has the nerve to bring up white people and what they do. I thought y'all didn't identify with what white people do because white people are racist and they don't care for black people. And they're your oppressor and they're your holder backer child, whatever y'all say. Now, but whenever y'all feel like referencing white people, you can. Here he go. Come on, nigga. What you got to say, Chad?
Each other. You never hear the white women talk about the white man.
You never hear white women talking about the white man. I thought y'all didn't care about white people. I thought y'all said white people are racist. So why you always when you're trying to make a point to the colored community, you got to bring in white people? It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. No, do you ever hear the white woman talking about white men? Yeah, nigga, actually I do.
What kind of shit is that?
Child, these ignorants be ignoranting, and then the masses be listening to the ignorance and wonder why they still ignorant, ain't got nothing, ain't gonna get nothing, and be worth nothing in 2053. But I'm the problem. Got it.
The white artist talking about another white artist. Think about it. Where is it?
They love talking about what white people do and don't do and what they talk about. And they don't talk about other white people when this conversation is about black people. For one, let's clear that up.
Girl. And this one I haven't even listened to, so we listening to it the first time together. We on the same page. Child, if this nigga don't sit down somewhere.
They definitely do talk about each other. Where do y'all get that from? White people talk about other white people all day long. You're just not listening to them to hear it. And yes, throughout history, white artists criticize other white artists all the time. Like, you really think they all get along? I remember Elton John used to trash Madonna. One time he even called Madonna a fairground stripper. Then let's not get to Oasis.
Madonna's down bad right now, child. She out here trying. I don't know why, but whew, Lord, BBL and all.
We've been critiquing Coldplay for decades now. It's always something up with them. You put a camera in their faces and ask about Coldplay, they will always tell you exactly what they think. This whole white people don't do this, that's just a lie. And you're only saying that to run interference and deflect from what India is saying. But yeah, you have these folks out here supporting Young Miami, talking about India Arie should be canceled. Unfortunately for them though, you have India Arie fans standing 10 toes. They're saying they are not canceling her for telling the truth. And they're saying that's all she's done her whole career.
Well, it don't make sense to cancel her anyway. Why would anyone cancel someone because they had something to say about somebody else? I'm tired of you coloreds thinking that you can cancel some damn body. You're too late. You're always late. What is it? A day late and $1 short. You are always a day late and $1 short. This cancellation is stupid. And then as soon as y'all's asses get canceled because you do some dumb shit and your job says you gotta go, you want someone to come to your rescue and you want to open up GoFundMes. Maybe if you just let some shit go, no attention gets brought to it. Nope. You gotta always defend the ignorance, because the ignorance gonna defend the ignorance. Child. Can't tell them nothing. This is the culture. And I'm still waiting for the stars to come, especially if Luke is a tether and y'all said that Trick is a tether. Where y'all at? Bueller? Where y'all at? Okay. Pink says the India Ari fans are coming for her defense, which is great. It's not enough. I need all the sisters that's down there cutting for Frisco, Texas, to bring y'all's funky asses over here and condemn fucking but child was about to say Tim McGraw. Shout out to Michael with that reference. But Trick Daddy and Luke, cancel them. Where's that at? And I'm not even for this cancel culture, but I want y'all to come through and sit up here and put a campaign against them to shut the fuck up with their old asses and to be quiet and stay out of young people's business. Ain't that what y'all be saying? You're too old. You don't know what you're talking about. You just jealous because ain't none of these young women thinking about y'all. Don't one of these young women want y'all. This is the patriarchy at work. This is the patriarchy. This is toxic masculinity. Where is that? Where that at? Where that at? Crickets.
Speak truth.
Real quick, because I had a question, right? I've been seeing this whole like India Ari, Young Miami thing going on. Don't care. I side with India. That's my girl, okay? If you're anti-black degeneracy, you already knew what side to be on, right? But who in the flying, right? Do y'all think it's canceling India Ari? Who? We're talking about I Am Not My Hair. We're talking about Beautiful. We're talking about Wonderful. We're talking about India Ari. This woman has single-handedly poured into the black community for her entire career. This woman has single-handedly poured into black women, dark skin, black American women, her entire career. And y'all want to cancel her for Young Miami. All because she said the truth. That some of you really don't want to be free. And like, this is like so embarrassing. Like, this is so embarrassing. I'm not, like, every day I ask my father why I wasn't born in the 60s, because I would fit right in with the Black Panthers, baby. I'd be, what you thought? But y'all want to cancel India Ari because she wants to raise the black community's vibration. The whole time, this woman just wants us to be proud of who we are. Be proud of the excellence that is Black Americans, not the stereotypes. And it's not her fault that y'all have taken those stereotypes and made them your whole identity.
Spinach. Y'all, or y'all too young to be going back and forth with freaking India Ari. She is not new. Okay, she not new to this. She true to this. She been having the same message since the early 2000s. Okay,
Exactly. This is not new. And she's very consistent. For the ones that won't stop saying why she didn't say anything about the men, you're just proving that you don't know what you don't know about this woman, because she's been criticizing men and women in the industry, from the music, the artists, to the record labels and his ex.
and most of y'all on here talking about, well, why she ain't saying nothing about Lil Kim? India Ari has had the same message for years. Obviously, y'all are not a fan of her music because she's speaking out against the misogyny and speaking out about the corruption of the industry and speaking out about how the people listen and feed their soul and this and that. She is a true neo soul girly. She's been this way. She's literally been this way. Every single album has been the same subject: love thyself, do better in the community, find yourself, find God, travel, the soul, this, that. Like, she's been on the same message. So why are we upset or even surprised that she came out here talking about this generations of music? She spoke out against Megan Thee Stallion. She has spoken out about several other artists. She's always spoken out about how men and rap in general, rap and hip hop in general, she has always spoken about how it portrays women, how it portrays the community, how it affects the community, how it affects the mind, blah, 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 blah. Like, this is not a new situation. She was one of the original dark-skinned black girls promoting beautiful dark-skinned black girls, back in the day. Like, for the life of me, I thought she was always African when I was a kid. Mainly because of how she held herself and how she always had her hair wrapped and the garments that she wore and this, that, and the third. And I always thought she was beautiful and, like, literally one of the few people on this earth who was actually worried about the, positive health of black folks. And the fact that y'all are on here confused of why she would, like, say something against Carisha, this is not new for her. Y'all are new. Or y'all have not been following. Or y'all have not been paying attention. Or that you just completely forgot about her and left her in the 2000s. But she has been dropping music consistently as well. So somebody was like, oh, well, if she want to heal the world, how come she not doing it? How come she not posting music? She do post music. Guess what? Y'all don't listen. Just like all these other good artists that are out here right now. Y'all don't go for that. Y'all don't look for them.
What does that have to do with whether she's posting music or not? I don't post music. What difference? That makes no difference whatsoever. I want you hating hoes, you misandrous, you black women, you 92% to come out here and condemn Luke and Trick Daddy. Or else I'm going to keep coming for y'all and say you full of shit. I mean, I'm going to still do it anyway, but y'all need to at least stand on your alleged business and call these toxic masculinity, patriarchal, don't like women, y'all choosing to bear people and stand on your principle and defend Black women in your sisterhood.
Yeah, they gravitate towards 304 culture, and they ignore anything that's not coming from a poll worker or a woman cosplaying as a Magic City girl. That's all they're programmed to see. Whoever got the ABC raps.
Y'all won't spin it, because that's what the industry puts in front of your face. That's what's all over TikTok. That's what y'all are not even on the same side of TikTok that she's on. Let's be honest. The only reason that y'all even paid attention to what she said now was because they said somebody's name, like Carisha. Let's not forget that they also tried to drag her when she mentioned Meg Thee Stallion's name. This is not new. Y'all just kind of forgot.
Absolutely. You know, the disrespect towards NDRE is just crazy, especially when we all know she's telling the truth. But when you have all these folks addicted to toxicity, they have temper tantrums when you point out that they have a problem. And that's what's happening right now. You have out of control toxic Black women defending the trash, a straight up toilet, and you have fools like Trick Daddy and Uncle Granddaddy Luke.
Wait, she got kids? She got 2 kids?
Absolutely. You know, the disrespect towards NDRE is just crazy, especially when we all know she's telling the truth. But when you have all these folks addicted to toxicity, they have temper tantrums when you point out that they have a problem. And that's what's happening right now. You have out of control toxic Black women defending the trash, a straight...
Wait, that's her, right? She got her son out here doing this shit. She got an older son like that? I thought she only had a daughter. Lord help your people.
Up toilet, and you have fools like Trick Daddy and Uncle Granddaddy Luke also out here simping defending this mess. Both senior citizens that need to be calling to make sure that AARP card didn't expire. Just a whole bunch of other degenerates and folks that's been pushing debauchery for decades. Co-signing, defending...
Debauchery. That's absolutely what it is. Clear and present debauchery, which they want to continue to go for and support, and anything that has anything to do with a standard or accountability or a high measure, it's trash. What's good is bad, what's bad is good. And then when somebody says that the culture is trash, now all of a sudden they're the problem. No, you're the problem if you think that if you're in agreement, and not necessarily y'all, you feel how you want to feel, but these people that ain't saying shit about Trick Daddy and Luke talking negatively specifically about Black women and ain't got shit to say, but be the first ones talking about but Black women and the racism, but Black women and the patriarchy, but Black women and Black men. So you really don't stand on shit that really matters at the end of the day. You just be talking. Like I always say, talking, and ain't saying shit.
This crap. I can't. Let's go ahead and get the conversations.
Shout out to PBL again. This nigga. So over here on Hollywood Unlocked, this is like the same slides basically from the other day that's going through all this, all the different things that she said. And again, look, this nigga. Okay. Child. Okay. There she is. Nikki Gilbert. That's her name. Nikki Gilbert. Lil Duval, the same aunties hating on Young Mammy song Spin That are the ones that was like this in the 90s. Yeah, I don't know about that nigga. Oh Lord, I'm still traumatized by that. Look at him up close, even closer, child. There's like 3 necks there. He's like looking like Lizzo's grandfather or something. Child, if this nigga don't shut the fuck up. Anyway, so down here in the comments is where I wanted to see what's going on. So shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. I'm not about to read all that. Let's see. No, don't play victim because you couldn't just keep. No, don't play victim because you could have just kept your opinion to yourself. You getting the attention you came for, sis. That's a sister. Talking about India Ari. This is the support for Black women? This is the support for Black women from a Black woman? What? So now she should have just kept her mouth shut. So now another Black woman can't speak? What? Sisters. That doesn't sound very sisterish. Sisters. That does not sound very sisterish. This one says, I never thought I'd see the day where people online would be dragging India and calling her all types of names for Young Miami. It's a cold world. It's an ass backwards world because the culture is shit, like Anton said. And there's plenty of people that owe Anton an apology for that shit because it's the exact shit that he was talking about. You're just a racist. You're just a Republican conservative. You a white supremacist talking points. Again, please let me know which ancestor is going to come out of the grave right now and say, I'm proud of y'all and what you're doing and what you're standing for. Name me which one. Name me which one. Who coming back to co-sign this shit Since y'all always want to bring up the ancestors, name them. Name them. Name them. Next one says, don't just pick on one artist and not condemn the rest. That's the issue. Oh, that's the issue. That's the issue. Okay, sister. They picked out Carisha when they could have just generalized the current genre of hip hop. That's my beef with India on this. And that's from a sister. No, sis, that's not it. Because we've been talking about all these hoes, these whores, but that's what y'all like. That's what you support. And that's why you can't have no fucking relationships, because you're supporting whoredom, because you think that being a feminist and pushing feminist agenda means that you get to be a whore and everyone's supposed to accept it. A whore is still a whore at the end of the damn day. And that ain't nothing that most people, except for Trick Daddy and Luke allegedly, don't want their kids' parent to be a whore. Typically, that's not what it is. But y'all should be supporting your sister. So I'm a little bit confused, 92%, because trust me, if they on here, they the 92%. If they're on here, on these blogs, they are of the 92%. So where's all this support for sisters? Only when it's convenient, only when y'all feel like it? Because you love the whore, then you're okay with this, the degeneracy of the community. And lest we not forget the other day when I'm showing you Hood Services video where he showed all them kids that was in the ice cream truck or whatever the hell it was being taught by a Mima that song. Y'all was okay with that, right? Y'all was okay with that, right? This one, girl, let it go. It's giving you're looking for attention at this point. The song ain't going nowhere. Sisters. That doesn't sound like something you should be saying to a sister. Oh yeah, y'all have no respect for your elders, especially when they're a sister, until you want something, until you need something, until you need some support. All you all are doing right now is proving what I've been saying over and over. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. Because I be knowing, because I know y'all think that you're doing something different. You think you're special. You think you're so smart. You as dumb as a box of rocks. You're not doing anything new. You're not that intelligent to begin with. You're following along whatever the trend is. You're followers. You're not leaders. You're followers. You don't even follow your own message. You are siding with the toxic masculine patriarchy as opposed to supporting your sister in the sisterhood. That you are out here condemning another black woman. How can you do that as a black woman? Because y'all full of shit. You showing yourselves. You showing yourselves. This one says, where were you when Beyonce was drinking on watermelon? Child, I didn't even know what that shit meant until about a week or two ago. And I still might not be too clear on it. So now everybody is supposed to condemn everything. Do you see this infinite? It has to be 100% or you got to shut the fuck up. It's got to be 100% or you have to shut the fuck up. That's the culture. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. That's why the culture is trash. Anton is absolutely right. If you think that this is the high caliber of the culture, miss me with all that bullshit. You got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. This makes no sense whatsoever. Where were you when Beyonce was drinking on watermelon? No, where were you when Beyonce was drinking on watermelon? And why is it that you are not condemning Luke and Trick? It goes against everything that y'all be saying out here. Child. But that's okay, because you know Beyonce subtly released a new song on 4th of July, and these are the same people that regardless of everything, they're going to be going to support it. Beyonce probably be going in concert, and then they'll be spending all of their refund money on it, and then be out here begging you sassy straights for money by May 2027. Just like people are verbalizing their opinion of India's opinion, she is allowed to be vocal on her opinion and belief. She's not wrong. Shout out to that sister. This one says, this song is not going to bring the community down no more lower than it already is. Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true, right? These comments are exactly why she said what she said. Thank you, sister. Thank you. This one says, India, Irie, you mean so much to Black women. We love you always and forever. Thank you for always speaking the truth. Well, thank you for some help for India Irie in these comments. Mother Blue says, have the same energy for the men. Oh, no. Oh, no. Always got to bring something into the conversation that ain't got nothing to do with it. Well, ma'am, how come you don't have that same energy for Trick Daddy and Luke that are on the same post? Oh, you only have it for the sister? You only have it for the black woman? You only have it for the elder black woman? You don't have any respect for India Irie? So you're not coming for Trick Daddy? As you talk about the energy for the men that set the standard, not the woman who chose to profit from standards they can't change, because if they could, I'd assume you'd be doing a lot more advocating towards the child. This run-on sentence. Hold on. Have the same energy for the men that set the standard. So it's all you sassy straights' fault. Let me interpret. Not the women who choose to profit. Oh my God, not the women who chose to profit from standards they can't change. So now all the women that know so much, that can tell everybody else what to do, that make all the money, that are better than men, now can't change a standard. So now they're put upon, y'all. Let's listen to this sentence, okay? Now they're put upon and they can't do any change because of the men, because of the patriarchy, because of the toxic masculinity. Now they're stuck that they have no choice but to be out here and be whores and to practice whoredom and to have whore music because it's all men's fault. In 2026, it's not Koresha's fault at all. It's all men's fault. Oh my God. How could you? Listen, sassies. This is all your fault. Child, I ain't even finished this damn live stream and I didn't found that it's your fault. I told y'all that this would be y'all's fault. Look at this. Look at this. Have the same energy for the men that set the standard, not the women who chose to profit from standards they can't change. Because if they could, I'd assume you'd be doing a lot more advocating. So now all black women have to be advocating. Why should they advocate for you when you turn around and act like this? Me, as a black woman, why should I advocate for you when you always turn around and come back on me? Y'all have no loyalty at the end of the day, which we already knew. You all are really the people that you project on others. You really are the black male identified people while accusing other people of being black male identified. You know how I know that you are? Because that's all you ever talk about. She didn't have to say black in this sentence. We know what she's talking about, right? You always talk about black men. You always bring them up. You always making the TikToks. You always referencing what they doing, where they at. You're the ones that's following them over to wherever the hell did this y'all be going outside of the country? Y'all ones are focusing on them. How come they don't talk to me? How come he didn't speak to me? How come he didn't smile at me? I don't say shit like that because you know why? Because they fucking speak to me and they smile at me and they help me because there's no issue. You're the only ones that seem to have these issues. And it's not even just black men, it's all men. All the time I was in Mississippi, all these white men, no problem whatsoever from there, none of them. Not one. And there's plenty of them that were down there. Very nice, very open, very helpful, very kind, showing me where to go, telling me where to go, what's safe, what's best, what to eat, all that. All that. Even a tether. Couldn't be nicer. Y'all the only ones that seem to have this problem. Did you ever think that it's you? Did you ever think that you could be the problem? You think I'm the problem? I don't complain about these people. I don't complain about these people every day. I don't worry about what the fuck they doing on a daily basis. That's not my issue. This y'all's issue. Because you know damn well that's what you want, where you want it to be. But let's make sure that we take all the energy off of Koresha. And again, it's not particularly about her, but trash a black woman and blame a black man. And y'all think this is a good culture? Not y'all. And y'all think this is a good culture? And y'all think this is the epitome of a great culture? Wow. Can't imagine how things are where they are. And these are people that are supposed to be taking over. The younger generation that blame everything on everyone else. It's everybody's fault but theirs. They have no accountability to anything and can't even say what's right. Listen, Miami, it's a catchy tune, but sis, this ain't it. That is the minimum that you all could say if you want to particularly talk about this song. I still can't believe we're still talking about it a week later. But at minimum, you could say, sis, child, I know it's a catchy tune, but child, this ain't it. It's time for us to make a change. Y'all want everyone else in the world to change, but you whores. You whores don't want to change shit. You want to continue to be whores, and then you want someone to accept you. You want to continue to be single baby moms, and then want somebody to accept you. You want to continue to have babies with Darkest DeMarcus and their fathers, and then all these other men who are of substantial being are supposed to come and save y'all's asses. And then when they don't, then there's something wrong with them. No, sis, there's something wrong with you. You don't even stand on your own daggone alleged business. India Ari don't be bothering nobody so much so that y'all, I forgot this woman existed. But y'all gonna find a way to blame her because she had the nerve and the audacity to come out here and talk about a known whore who done whored with Diddy. Because if you don't think what you saw with Daphne Joy ain't some shit that Miami was allegedly doing when she allows him to pee on her, then you're stupid with a capital STUPID. But allegedly, because I don't know, but I know, but I don't know. So allegedly, okay? Then says, a lot more advocating towards the creating safe spaces in a culture where people are not a monolith. Child, define monolith, because I promise you she don't know. The energy with India has never been directed at patriarchy. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Shout out to me again. Shout out to me again, child. Woo! I'm going to take all the credit, okay? She's actually saying the patriarchy. I told you it's y'all's fault. Everything is y'all's fault. But I'm the male identified woman. But I'm the black male identified woman. Wow. She reached up to her asshole for this, y'all. It says the energy with India has never been directed at patriarchy in the world in her craft. On a post with Luke and Trick Daddy disparaging a black woman. She got the nerve to say this shit. This is how I know y'all ain't got the sense that God gave you. You don't even know what you stand for. You just out here saying shit. These are just talking points that you didn't heard somebody say, so you tossing them into this big ass paragraph under this dumbass post where you should be talking about Trick Daddy and Luke. Instead, as a black woman, because you know, as a black woman, but you know, as a black woman, because you know what we go through as a black woman. You know how hard it is for a black woman, because I'm as a black woman. Everything is about being a black woman. Everything that's wrong is because I'm a black woman. The microaggressions because I'm a black woman. I cannot leave the house because I'm a black woman. There's nothing I can do because I'm a black woman. Everything is because everyone else because I'm a black woman. But you disparage these black women because I'm going to toss the other girl up in here too. Now you got Luke bringing in Jill Scott. Y'all not even saying nothing to that nigga for bringing Jill Scott into it, and she ain't got shit to do with it. She ain't say shit. Jill Scott somewhere massaging the microphone. Y'all out here talking about her. She ain't got shit to do with this. The energy with India has never been directed at patriarchy in the world and in her craft, nor acknowledge how the industry she is in stands loudly for everything she persecutes other young females about, while hiding her respectability politics behind holding the community accountable. Pull that rag down over your mouth, please, ma'am. Wow. Wow. Pull that rag down and put it over your mouth. This is black women. This is who they are. And this is why the image of black women is fucked the fuck up. Because of you bitches that will say some shit like this about another black woman just because they're saying, giving an opinion that you don't particularly care for. This is why shit will continue to be what it is. This is why I said, I think this shit is funny at the end of the day. I think this shit is absolutely funny at the end of the day. And then I'm like, after last night, I'm like, hold on a second. Where are the black women? Where are the black women? Oh, they're in the comments disparaging India Ari and not saying anything about patriarchy, Luke, and Trick Daddy, because you are the real male identified bitches out here while talking about someone else. And then when men don't want to have anything to do with you, you blame it on Daphne Joy and white women and whatever the hell else excuse you can pull up out of your ass instead of looking in the mirror and seeing how negative you are. There's no such thing as an angry black woman. You sure about that, sis? Are you sure about that, sis? It actually is. And enough of them are right here in these damn comments. Wow. And then, like I said, figuring out a way to come around and blame. Child, she ain't even blaming on Clive. Shout out to y'all that's still talking about Clive. She ain't even come out here and blame it on Clive. She just ran right over and just went straight to the patriarchy. And again, because it's under Hollywood Unlocked, they're talking about you, sassy straights, the black ones. Wow. And there's nothing that can be done. I mean, Jeff, shout out to Ask a Brother. He got, he has faith. I do not. Crimson has faith. I do not. I don't know about, I know Maggie don't. I don't know about that other lady. But this is absolutely ridiculous. It's typical. It's not a surprise. But it's wild at the same damn time to, again, show and prove how full of shit y'all really are. Shout out to Kofi. I appreciate you, honey. He said Luke running for office in Florida now. I think it may have been a hoax. If they elect that man, if it is true, and they elect that man, they deserve everything that they get. They deserve everything that they get because that sounds crazy. Shout out to Mika in the building. I appreciate you, boo. She said, wait, they don't get 100 vids by big back creators. Not big back. Shout out to the big backs. Woo! Shout out to the big backs. This is ridiculous, y'all. Crazy. And then we'll prop up Cardi B in front of the culture with her orange and pink hair, yellow hair, like someone's supposed to listen to her. Disparage Stephen A. Smith because he specifically said that he's learning and he's trying to figure it all out. You can't be mad at someone learning. Nope. You got your teens out here still taking over. Now they beating up the oppressor. And then as soon as they take them down, they're going to say it's racism. No, it's dummism. The dummism continues. Anton was right. Argue with your mom. And I still want y'all, not y'all, to pull up let me know which ancestor would come back today and say, girl, you doing a good job. Girl, you doing a good job. I have a feeling there isn't one. You can try all you want to, because y'all always want to bring up the ancestors when you're trying to make somebody else do something. Y'all don't stand on shit. Until y'all cancel, and I don't even technically mean cancel, but I'm going to just use the words that y'all use, Trick Daddy and Luke Campbell for talking about your fellow black woman, you can continue to kiss the crack of my ass. That's it. That's all, y'all. I got to go to work, and so do y'all. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Shout out to everyone that donated. Please hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Hype this daggone video. I see you all in the